Hello, pathfinders, welcome. Okay, I hope you are keeping safe. I hope you are making the best of the lockdown. This week in our character, ethics, and value campaign, the secret of the top 1%, we're looking at the self-government principle, patience. We're looking at patience. Somebody wrote, and I read, I'm not going to lie. I've been struggling with patience for as long as I can remember. But ever since I got myself onto social media, that patience that has always been rooted deep inside of me has gotten bigger. I often feel that if I don't see result quickly in a week or a month, I'm not doing something right. I feel that I need to change something, and I keep changing, moving from one thing to the other, and not sticking to anything to the end. That's the testimony of somebody. Why is this so for this guy? Why is this so for this person? Because most of us and most of the time try to look for ways, that we cut, to our journey to our goal quickly without patience. We want to get, to our goal quickly without patience. If you check the internet today, all that you see, all that is offered on the internet is how to get to your goal quickly, how to get your desire quickly. That's everything that is being offered in the internet. The truth is this. Not so many people are so interested in this our campaign. Why is it so? Because it's not a quick way to short-lived success, but it's a sustainable way to enduring success. Okay? We are all guilty. Every one of us we are guilty. Why? We all look for things that will bring our insanely big want and desire, in life, and we want it in a very short while. We want it to happen now. But the truth is that the universe, doesn't work that way. Universe will never work. It has never worked that way, and we never work that way. Everything we see around us is a result of millions of years of consistent work. So why do we think if that universe is like that, we're going to reach our goal overnight, in 1 month or in 1 year? We're going to reach our dreams in 1 year. Okay, listen to this. Good leaders are patient, but unfortunately, we find ourselves in a generation today, of instant food, instant access, instant information. Everything is so instant that we have forgotten the great virtue of patience. Everything is instant, and it's going to get worse. I give you an example. As a technology person, I know a bit about 5G. We are, right now in terms of access to the internet, we use the 4G network. But the 5G network is going to be 20 times faster, than the 4G network. I give you an example. If you had to download a 3-hour video, in the old 3G network, it will take you like 26 hours. So you put it and go to bed. Under this current dispensation of the 4G network, you can download it in 6 minutes. But when it comes to 5G, in less than 3 seconds, what happened? You have downloaded that. So therefore, the desire for instant everything is also going to multiply. But unfortunately, it is not the case for human development. For most things that have to do with success in life, in business, patience is required. Why? Because there are times and seasons that are involved. So what is patience? Patience is not procrastination. Patience is not slothfulness. It is waiting for the appropriate moment. Patience is working with time and season. Waiting for the appropriate moment and working with time and season. I give you an example. If you want to harvest corn, for example, you need to wait for the planting season. Why? If you don't wait for the planting season, you plant the seed will die. After you have planted the seed and waited for the planting season, you also need to wait for the harvest season. Why? If you don't wait for the harvest season before you harvest, what happens? Your harvest will be premature and you will kill the harvest. So if you don't have patience, you either kill the seed or you kill the harvest. So let's look at how patience apply in some areas of our life for a better understanding. Let's look at patience and problem solving. Patience and problem solving. Just like the corn planting and harvest. It's not a day job. There are some problems that cannot be solved instantly, especially in our lives and businesses. They cannot be solved instantly. Sometimes those problems need to do what? They need to mature. So without waiting for the right time, what happens? We may add to the problem by acting prematurely. Just like planting before season or harvesting before harvest season. We may kill the harvest before it matures without patience. So we need patience to wait for the right time to solve the problem. Patience is never to ignore, any problem. I take this lockdown, for example. It's going to go through a process. He's going to have some time. There's a time, we have to sit at home. There's a time that when the government will announce that we are free from it. Okay, but you need patience to be able to manage this process. Okay, so patience is never to ignore problem, but it's to wait, to allow time, okay, and be patient, watching for the right moment for you to deal with them, the right moment to act. So patience is about waiting for the right moment. So let's look at another area of our life, patience and our relationship. Okay, be it our relationship in business, in family, with friends. Let's look at the patience with our employee. For some of us that have employees, for instance, it is important to sense the mood of your employee or your team for you to give correction. So patience is for you to be able to wait for the right mood so that you can get the right result. There's a right time and a wrong time to deal with every situation. So patience, we're able to recognize, with patience, you're able to recognize that this is not the right time, and you'll be able to wait for the right time, okay, to give you the discussion. Let's look at patience, okay, and when we get angry and frustrated. When you are angry, you need patience to wait to cool down, okay, or to the right time before you can act. Because if you act out of anger, very likely, okay, it's not the right moment to act. So patience is to wait for the right moment where you have cooled down to act. Because if you act prematurely, two things you may receive. You will receive argument and you receive opposition without patience. If you are angry and you are not patient, you don't wait until you cool down, two things you will receive: argument or opposition. So imagine all the agreements you could not read because you acted when you are angry because you are not patient. Okay, so patience is to wait for the right moment. There's an old proverb that says, when the student is ready, what happened? Okay, the teacher will appear. This just means that, okay, that for everyone, there's a time that everybody is more ready to accept and to receive. Patience is for you to be able to recognize that time and act at that time. Wait for that time in order for you to act at that time. So let's look at patience and people's development. Okay, patience and people development. It takes time to develop people. People don't grow overnight. I'm sure you agree with me. If corn don't grow overnight, people will not grow overnight. How many people have you lost? Good people have you lost in your business, in your relationship, because you lack the patience to endure their growth. So when some of us see people, we get irritated in their inability instead of having the patience to discover their strength and work on their strength. Okay? So patience we give those who are involved in people development, everyone that is involved in people development, the developer and the ones being developed, the peace and the security to do what? To follow through the process. Let's look at process and times and seasons in our life. You need to understand success life cycle. Okay, you need to understand seasons in your life and seasons in your business. Okay? Without patience, you will not understand it. But with patience, you will understand that life is made up of seasons, life is made up of cycles. But if you don't, you will be impatient and you will easily get frustrated. Let me give you an example. You are 60-year-old, okay, you transition to a new business and you have been in the business for 3 years. Another guy is 40-year-old, he's been in the same business for 25 years. Okay, you are in different seasons of the same business. The guy that is 40 at his 25 years have gone through the cycle. Your result cannot be the same. If you think that because I am 60 years old, I have more experience in other areas, because of that, I can match a result of 25 years with 3 years effort, it is not going to happen. What you are inviting to yourself, okay, is frustration, is pain, okay, and it's killing the seed of your business prematurely. So patience will allow you to know that, okay, my business is just at the development stage. This guy that is 40 and has done the business for 25 years has passed through that stage before. So you need to wait, okay, for you to get to where you need to be. So mature leaders recognize that season, they recognize the seasons in their life, they recognize the seasons in their business, and they allow time for changes and the result that they want to happen. You need to allow time because it's a process, it's a season, it will take time. They know that changes is a process and they practice patience during the process. Okay, very important. They also know that without patience, they might force things, too much. You force things to happen too much, and what are you going to get? Okay, it could cause immature reaction and action that are costly. I give you an example. I saw a graph of Warren Buffett, okay, and his net worth and his age. At the age of 14, okay, his net worth was $5,000. 16 years later, at the age of 30, he moved to 1 million. 7 years later, at the age of 37, he moved to 10 million. 7 years later, at the age of 44, he moved to 19 million. 8 years later, at the age of 52, he moved to 376 million. 4 years later, at the age of 56, he moved to 1.4 billion. 2 years later, at the age of 58, he moved to 2.3 billion. 1 year later, at the age of 59, moved to 3.8 billion. 7 years later, at the age of 60, he moved from 3.8 billion to 17 billion. 6 years later to 36 billion. Okay, at the age of 83, the network was 85 billion. So it took 70 years to build a network from $5,000 to $85 billion. Okay, anybody that says I'm in the same business with Warren Buffett and chooses to do what? Okay, to just measure result without measure the timing and the process that it follows will be frustrated. So why is it so? Patience compounds your effort and your results. Patience does what? Compound your effort and your result. So for a lot of young people seeking, success, they see breakthrough as, one sudden thing that will happen. It will not. It is not. Breakthrough, like I've often said, is little discipline, okay, over time, that will compound over time. So when people begin to see the compounding effect, what happened? They say there's a breakthrough. So you need to understand that there's a process that it takes is consistent discipline over time, okay, little discipline. And when you do it for a long haul, what happened? You begin to see the compounding effect, okay? But if you act prematurely, what happened? You will never see the compounding effect. As I close, I want you to reflect on these questions. Are you a procrastinator? Friends, that is not patient. In which environment is it harder for you to practice patience right now? Identify it and work on it. Does it bother you when things don't happen as quickly as you want them? Okay, you need to understand that there's a process. Okay, do you give up on your goals and your dreams and your vision after some failures and frustration? Okay, you need to know also that it's a process. Thank you for your time. If you find this valuable, please, I want you, okay, to like it, share it in your network, and please subscribe, okay, to my YouTube channel. See you next week. Thank you and God bless.